Hi, everyone. I am Pam, and that is Elisa, and we are your team at Restful Parenting. So Elisa and I co-founded Restful Parenting, and we are holistic infant and child sleep consultants, as well as early childhood educators. So that means when you work with a Restful Parenting consultant, you're not only getting that focus on sleep to teach your little one how to fall asleep, and sleeping well, but you're also getting all that parenting help and our years and years of experience as well.
Yes.
For more information about us, restfulparenting.com or info@restfulparenting.com to send us off a quick email.
Yeah. So today we are talking a little bit, we're going to talk for a couple of minutes about getting back on track after an illness. There are lots of illnesses that go on throughout the whole year now, not only in the winter months, it just goes on and on and on forever. So once you teach your little one how to fall asleep, you want to get back there again after an illness. So your first step is going to be, when your child is really, really sick, going back on the schedule might be needed for a couple of days because it depends how sick they are. If they're super duper sick, there is no schedule. That just goes out the door and they sleep when they need to sleep. They're up when they're up crying or uncomfortable. You have to give them Tylenol or Advil or both. So, sometimes just maintaining a schedule is not possible with a really, really sick child. So getting back on track, your first step is going to be getting back onto your regular schedule. So how do you know when your child is ready to start working on sleep again? That question is variable depending on each child, but what you do need to know is that most major illnesses, the worst of it is over within a few days, maybe a week at most. And then anything after that is just now they've gotten used to this more support or holding to sleep again or feeding,
sleeping in your bed
throughout
with you
the night. Yeah. So now after this time frame, it's just now they've gotten used to this. So this is now what they want again. Usually we say depending on how your child's behavior is during the day. So if your child is, you can tell that they're feeling better during their wakeful hours. If they're ready to go back to daycare or go to swimming,
play groups or swimming or
any extracurricular activities that you would do with them, then they are good and ready to get back on track when it comes to sleep.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll give mine the benefit of the doubt for one extra day, and then the main thing is to put your foot down again and get them back on track so that you can have good sleep again. So you just want to remind them of their skill, remind them that they know how to put themselves back to sleep, and do it fairly quickly rather than letting it drag on for 3 weeks after the fact.
One of the biggest challenges after an illness is not getting back on track soon enough. We've started new habits, new associations, and instead of it kind of our goal, right, especially when we have independent sleepers, is that things like illnesses and traveling and that kind of stuff are kind of bumps in the road, right? We go off track for a little bit, we help them through, and then we get back on track until the next bump. What we don't want is that bump to then turn into a mountain, and instead of being off track for a week or a week and a half, you're now off track for a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah. So really what it takes is just determining when your child is feeling better. You'll see that during the day. If you'd send them back off to daycare to be with someone else or head out of the house for your activities, you know that they are well enough to maintain that sleep. So you just need to really get them, set that time, put your foot down again, get them back on track so that you can remind them fairly quickly of their new skill. And, if you need help getting your children back on track after an illness, sometimes you just need that guidance and you need a little bit of a plan. So don't hesitate to reach out because we can help you.
Yes.
Now, when your child is sick in the first place, how far back do you go? That also depends on how sick they are. So if they just have a little bit of a stuffy nose, they're a little bit more clingy, a little bit more miserable, but not full on illness, then try not to go back too many steps if you've already taught them how to fall asleep on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a little bit of extra help, a little bit of extra, but not going all the way back to the beginning. Whereas there are some illnesses like hand, foot, and mouth, if they get it really bad, strep throat, sometimes ear infections, croup, pneumonia, like those ones. The big stuff might, like really, really high fevers, and they are just absolutely crying all day long for, the whole entire day. Then those ones, of course, that's when you just, all sleep that you've taught goes out the window for a few days. You focus on giving them what they need, but then get back on track after, rather than letting it drag on for a long, long time.
Yes.
So that's how to keep a regression a small regression, rather than, like Pam said, it turns into a huge mountain.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Bye.